Once upon a time, in a kingdom ruled by a wise and just king, there lived a little girl named Rani. She was an orphan who had lost her parents to an illness when she was very young. Despite her difficult circumstances, Rani had a heart full of kindness and a spirit that shone like a bright star in the darkest of nights. The kingdom was facing a grave threat from a neighboring kingdom that sought to invade and conquer their land. War was imminent, and the entire kingdom was preparing for the inevitable clash. The king, aware of the danger, had issued a decree that all able-bodied men and women should enlist in the army to protect their homeland. As the news of the war spread, fear gripped the hearts of the people, but none more so than little Rani's. Although she was just a child, she felt a deep sense of responsibility for her kingdom and its people. She knew that she couldn't fight in the war, but she was determined to contribute in any way she could. One day, while wandering through the bustling streets of the capital, Rani noticed a group of soldiers collecting supplies for the upcoming battle. They were in dire need of food, clothes, and medical provisions. Without a second thought, Rani decided that she would help gather supplies for the brave soldiers. She ran back to the small hut where she lived with a few other orphans, and shared her idea with them. Together, they embarked on a mission to collect as many resources as possible. They went door to door, explaining their cause and seeking donations from the generous citizens of the kingdom. Many were moved by Rani's determination and willingly contributed whatever they could. As the days passed, Rani's efforts gained momentum. The kingdom started noticing the little girl and her band of young helpers. The local merchants and shopkeepers were inspired by her selflessness and decided to support her cause as well. They provided food, clothes, and other essential items at discounted rates, enabling Rani to make the most out of every contribution. Word of Rani's sacrifice and her mission to support the soldiers spread like wildfire. People from neighboring villages and towns started sending supplies to the capital to aid in the war effort. Rani's initiative had become a symbol of unity and hope for the entire kingdom. However, as the war drew near, Rani noticed that the donations were no longer enough. The soldiers needed better medical supplies and warm clothing for the harsh winter battles. The little girl couldn't bear the thought of her kingdom's protectors suffering due to a lack of resources. One day, she came across a chest of valuable jewels and precious stones hidden in the attic of the orphanage. These had been donated to the orphanage years ago but had remained untouched. Rani realized that selling these treasures could provide the much-needed funds to purchase essential supplies for the soldiers. With a heavy heart, she decided to part with the precious jewels. Rani approached one